Hello and welcome to the Red Room. Today we are feeling very groovy and we'll be reviewing The Outer Presence by Venture Satanis.
Actually, I just wanted an opportunity to dress with a pink shirt.
Excuses.
Well, the Outer Presence. It's not a new scenario, but we are still practicing our reviewing skills. So we are choosing only things that we have already tried before. And we have already played the Outer Presence a while ago. And it's set in the 70s, or at least it's suggested to be set in the 70s. That's why we are dressed like this, and that's why I have this background. So this is not actually a scenario, it's a game, but it's a very simple game with very simple rules. And to prove how simple this is, we are going to roll a character. Sylvia is going to roll a character. I'm going to play the game
I've got
master.
dices here.
Okay.
And I have dices and a cat looking at me suspiciously. So we will have an outer presence in the video soon.
So roll a d20.
Okay. 3.
You are a scientist. Roll a d10.
7.
You are a scientist working for a fringe political group. Roll a d6.
2.
Okay, so you are a valuable resource for this fringe political group.
Of course I am. I'm a genius.
Now roll a d8.
7.
What drives you is called art cash. Now drive another d20 to know what are your flaws.
15.
15, so you will do anything for power. Yeah.
And money.
Makes sense. And finally, roll a d4 or a d8.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a DA and we'll play it on half. 1.
What makes you special are psychic abilities. I think this is everything. Yeah, okay. So you are a scientist working for a fringe political group.
Probably a leftist political group because this
Yes,
is the 70s.
probably. You love cold hard cash.
And I want power.
And you are a psychic.
Yes, that's why I'm a valuable asset for them.
So lovely, it's done.
Yes,
That's it.
and it makes totally sense.
So it was a lucky thing, I think.
But
Probably
the other time that we played, when we actually played, I also rolled. I was an academic. Everything also made sense. Though my character was a bit crazy because he was a cultist, but he was an academic scientist, so not scientist, sorry, he was just an academic. So it also made sense.
So the rest of the rules, well, whenever you're trying something, whatever it is, you just roll a pool of dice, 6-sided dice, and it depends on the chances of success. The number of dice will depend on the chances of success, and then you have a small table that tells you what the numbers mean. 1 is a critical failure, a 6 is a critical success, and well, there's another paragraph for interpretation. That's not much. And then combat, you basically roll your dice, and the game master figures it out according to another table that tells you what the rule means. So
we also roll where we are when exactly at the moment the adventure begins,
yes,
right?
Yes, we will do that right after. So I'm okay. What were you doing at the moment the adventure begins? Roll a d12 or 2d6.
12.
You were spending the night in a haunted house. Well, whatever took you there, you are spending the night.
Because I'm a psychic, I was investigating.
Yes, probably that.
Paranormal phenomenon.
So, and what is this? What is the outer presence? Okay, so I've already told you that it's a 70s scenario. It was influenced by several movies that we like. For example, Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, Jungle Holocaust, and about 30 other movies that are about cannibals eating people and in foreign places. And well, probably there are other influences besides those, but I'm not sure.
Cthulhu, of course.
Yeah, of course, it's a Lovecraftian story. Includes even the character, the main character, well, the main villain is a former Miskatonic University teacher or professor. So that's obviously, and the cover, which is behind Sylvia, is also very Lovecraftian. Okay, so what's the story? So the story is about an expedition led by Dr. Carl Steiner, the anthropologist, egomaniac, and also writer. The character I mentioned before, who worked for Miskatonic University, he went to Papua New Guinea and he disappeared. And the characters will be contacted by someone close to the university. I'm not sure the person's name. It's a man, I think. The man who drinks a lot of tea and pisses a lot. I remember Dr. Henry
Yes.
Bile, Dr. Henry Bile, which is also a professor of archaeology at Miskatonic University. So Dr. Henry Bile contacts the characters and asks them to organize another expedition that will go look for the first expedition, which is missing. And for what happened when we played, you were a scientist and what?
No, I was an academical.
An academic, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were
A Satanist academic, not a Satanist. I was part of an evil cult. And I remember when we got to the place of the expedition and we met Dr. Steiner. He was a charming guy.
Well,
Yes.
He wasn't supposed. I don't think he
No,
was
I'm
supposed.
kidding. I was being ironic. So he became too friendly with the how do you call it? The people of the tribe, with the cannibals.
Yes.
He became like a deity or a leader for them, and he also took part in cannibalism. So we are there and we have a banquet and we have the chance to eat someone from another tribe.
Yes, I remember that.
And then there's an orgy, or not exactly an orgy, but I was playing a guy, of course. So I was offered one of the native females.
Yes. This is that we must mention that this is a very problematic scenario, of course.
And then there was a hard earthquake.
Yes. So, okay, what happened to Dr. Steiner? Sylvia already gave you a glimpse of what happened. So he went crazy because he had a contact with a creature, a supernatural creature.
At the pyramid, right?
Yeah, I think so. And he became a kind of a worshipper, but at the same time, the priest for the tribe, which is following him. But there's something about to happen. The powerful creature doesn't want to keep him anymore as his priest, and is going to start doing nasty stuff.
So we have the chance as a player to save the world or help it end.
And well, when the characters arrive there, they are immediately received by Dr. Steiner, who is obviously insane, and he has a strange relationship with the tribe, which are how it is called?
Mepis.
Meepies, yeah, the Meepies. So he treats the Meepies like trash. There's a guy, there are one or several he uses as a bench, and others uses as a table, and he eats from them. And he also uses the women as his sex slaves, and well, other things like this.
And the other members of the expedition that are still alive, they're imprisoned, right?
I think so. Okay, so when you arrive there, you have this first contact, which is obviously strange, and after this, things will just escalate into obviously what is the adventure, because that part is just fun and games, but then
Foreplay.
Yeah, foreplay. Then you have a dungeon or something like that. Okay. Forget about it.
It's a psychedelic dungeon.
Yeah, the Temple of Dark Secrets. I'm not going to talk about this because this is when the real adventure starts. So what do you think about this?
It was our first experience playing something by Satanish, and we also wanted to see how well we would go into the Gonzo style
Mm-hmm.
and not start laughing during the
Yes.
gameplay. And we didn't.
Well, probably a bit, but it's supposed to.
Yes.
It's not easy to keep a balance in this kind of thing. If it can be easily ruined, as we probably talked about that with Venger in our interview, or at least I had asked him in the previous written interview. It's not easy. It's not everybody can do that. But we were that time we were playing just the two of us, so it was kind of controlled. Of course, if one person starts doing weird stuff, it probably goes down the hill. But I think it's possible to keep a balance and to play it not seriously. Of course, that this is not a scenario to be played seriously. Since the beginning, of course, you can watch Cannibal Holocaust and right now, at the time it probably was shocking and horrible and a horror movie. Right now I think it's difficult. There are shocking scenes, but
Yes, but it's not that serious now. It just
no, not anymore.
it's
So
funny.
it starts to be funny. The natives are weird and strange, and you know that's just a Italian movie of the 70s type of native. They aren't supposed to look like that. They look ridiculous. Well, at the time, people probably didn't watch documentaries, National Geographic documentaries. Nowadays, people have already watched those things, so it sounds strange. About these rules, they are the same as Crimson Dragon Slayer, but I've never played that one, but according to the book, it's a little simplified from those rules.
And at the end of the book, if you want to continue and don't use this as a short one shot, just you have some examples of things that can happen if you actually want to continue and play a little
Further
longer.
Adventures of the Outer Presence Alumni. Yeah, you have 4 plot hooks to proceed. Okay, this is a short adventure, and this is a short review too. We promise to go back to Avenger next time with something more meaty, something probably short. I don't know, maybe.
And I just hope we don't lose some followers with you making people go blind.
No, I think this is probably a good thing. It's improving our
yeah, it's making us look better.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so that's all for today. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye bye.